Hey YouTube, this is David, Richter Scale Studios. This is another little update, not really an update, just an idea. If you look back at my older videos, I had the some orcs I've done and some rehab orcs I bought off eBay that were painted, and I did a repaint on them, did some little repositioning and clean up on them. And I want to keep them in my army, but they're kind of like, I use this kind of strange ash colors on them. Like this guy's got a gray shirt and like maybe leather pants or something like that. But I think what I'm going to do, according to the codex, Blood Axe Orks, somewhere any kind of odd camo they can think of. What I think I probably am going to do with these guys is go through them and just camo them. I've seen blue with white and like a gray, light gray and black camo pattern, and these will be like a kind of the goofy Dirty Dozen with a question mark because there's 20 of them. You know, orcs are stupid. So if anyone has any ideas about that, and like we got like kind of like a, I don't know, what would you call that, a desert yellow and like a khaki color that we can camo all that up pretty nicely. Or maybe just do the pants on them and just leave the shirts alone. So I just want to get these things playable, but I want to kind of have like a cohesive army, but obviously have different units. These are my Slugga boys. Well, obviously he doesn't have a Slugga with him, but that's how I'll play these guys. They're kind of a mishmash of different orcs. None of them are Shooter boys. I made sure of that. So they have Sluggas and Choppas, and there's the metal knob with a boss pole with a power claw. He'll be easy just to throw some camo on there, maybe throw a tattoo on that deltoid. Put that back in focus right there. I'm using my old school Sanyo camera right now. And I think that's it. I don't know what I'll do with the Defcoptas. I think I might just leave them the way they are and just run them that way. I can probably run some camo on them too. So that's just a quick little idea and update. And then I was talking about my other mob that I have ready to go. Is these are the ones, the gangstas. I repositioned almost every single one of these guys. These are basically Black Reach boys, and just cut their hands off and just change their arms around just to give them a little more of a menacing, dynamic look. Really easy to do. If you guys can grab these off of eBay or Orc Players, just cut their wrists. You don't need to pin them. Use a good plastic glue, and it fuses them together. I tried to pin them at first, and that was kind of a pain in the ass because they weren't pinning correctly. Just cut them, sand them nicely, and then use a good model or cement. Let me see, I'll take it over here. It's kind of a messy area. Like I've been using this Pro Weld, and also I have the plastic struck stuff that just, it makes it almost fuses like it's like been molded that way. And also here's another group of boys. These are Shooter boys. If I run like an apocalypse game, or can run like a green horde, these guys have cromlech heads and backpacks. And these could also probably be like commandos too, if you wanted to, and make a difference. But there's 20 of these guys all together. We got some knobs, bodies with they have the bigger cromlech head, same backpack, and they got power claws. So it can probably run, I think, two small Shooter boy mobs with those guys. I might run those in trucks or something. I got a couple trucks to build. So this might be a fun army and kind of cool to put it together. I might have some orc stuff I'm going to dump on eBay soon too. I've just been like buying like a madman for the last 2 years, and just noticed I have piles and piles of stuff. Probably have 3 or 4 extra sets of orc boys. I have right here. Here's all my bit boxes. And this is kind of a weird, this is my attic. So my ceiling's only about 5'11". But you see how those are all bit boxes. And those are all bit boxes. Those are mostly terrain and some other purchases. And a lot of stuff I buy on eBay, you know, you never know. You find someone dumping stuff. This is all, I don't know how many boys are in here. You got legs, torsos. There's probably 20 or 40 boys in here. I don't know, I might get rid of those eventually or save them for a rainy day. But that's it for a little idea here. Those of you who haven't seen my workstation before, there's my craft paints. The Hub, I get this from Hovcraft, the ceramic coats. There's my Minotaur, have their own rack with a Freak Flex too. That's from Badger also. I got some more like What are those from? Testers paints. I haven't even cracked those open. Those are probably going to go in the garbage or donated. And those are all my other paints I use as usual. My Model Air and Model Color. Those are the war paints. Those are Reapers there. Then those are more Badger. Those are Freak Flex airbrush paints. And there's the P3s. And there's my new sets or new bottles from GW. And there's my Vallejo liquid golds. And I got some Tamiya, so I'm set for paint. And there again is my wash rack. And you can see I got my lights off on my workbench, but this thing is pretty crowded. Video cameras, wet palette. I got that new brush holder. I love that. Keeps everything not rattling around in the dollar store brush dispensers. Keep my crappy brushes in there. Those are all my Winsor and Newton and Raphael's, and I believe I have another brand. I have recaps from Israel, and what's another? Da Vinci brushes. So that's just a quick update on the studio and what I'm thinking about. And there's the boys are still the Blood Axe Shooter boys, which are going to be finished hopefully by the weekend. They're getting really down at the last minute. You'll see a video before this one, obviously, with the camo showing that. And thank you for joining me. We'll see you next time.